I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. It's a nice change of surprise, but hey,
Oh,
it's cool
absolutely.
to go.
All right. Your game of the week. What was yours?
Game of the week. Oh man. Let me think. Game of the week might be Browns Ravens. That Browns Ravens game
Yeah,
was actually pretty fun.
that was probably one of the more competitive games. Was actually Cardinals Saints because that game,
Cardinals Saints.
yeah,
I can see that. Yeah.
because that game was a hell of a lot more high scoring than I thought it was going to be.
You know what game was? It was lopsided, but it was pretty fun to watch. Um, the Bengals Falcons game. Joe
Yeah,
Burrow was a dick, and it was just fun to see him
he
play.
went
He was
off. I'm
playing
not even
football.
mad. Yeah, like he
I
went
think he had like 350 yards in the first half, and
something
I was
like that.
just
Yeah,
like this.
he went
It's nice
off.
to see that because we've been seeing like a lot of like low scoring first halves or like the quarterback, a lot of three and outs. So for him to go out there, he was balling out. So
Oh yeah, definitely. He went off.
that game put him back in the MVP conversation. So that's also might be a game of the week candidate.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Who's your most improved team for this week? Mine.
Most improved. Hmm.
Whew. Oh boy. I'm gonna go
Who you
Chicago.
got?
I am.
Hmm. I can. Yeah, I agree. I think Chicago showed us a lot. It's the fact that Justin Fields is actually out here throwing the ball. Like
Yeah.
for the first half of the season, it was 17 throws, 10 throws, and it's just like you can't not just sit here and run the ball and expect to win. You have to give him a chance to be your quarterback.
Exactly.
So they're finally doing it. They're finally letting him get his passes off, and he's actually providing them. He's actually producing. Uh, they just need to let him develop. They need to let him get up to speed with the NFL, and he might end up being one of those guys like Jalen Hurts, like Lamar
Yeah.
Jackson. So
Or Kyler Murray or
it was
something.
nice to see
Yeah.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Kyler Murray. So I think yeah, I agree. Most improved team has to be the Bears.
Now for the ever so coveted choke of the week. Who was yours? You could probably.
Hope for the week.
Mhm.
Hmm. I
This one
might
is
say Michael
hard because there
Gallup.
wasn't really any defense like people who like blew leads. Most of the wins were actually pretty convincing or pretty clear.
Honestly, I think Coach of
Or
the Week is a bust.
you could say Green Bay.
I have to say the Bucks because when you think about it, they just traded CMC. They have an interim head coach over there right now,
Mhm.
and the Bucks are supposed to be one of the best run defenses, and they let Chuba Hubbard and Deontay Foreman just run all over them. And then on top of that, Tom Brady can't produce in the air, and then you let PJ Walker outduel Tom Brady.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, like no one expected that Panther team at their current setup to beat the Buccaneers. Even
No.
with all their O line issues and everything, it's just yeah, the Bucks. No, that's choke of the week.
All right. Now, Thursday night football game. You got the Baltimore Ravens going on the road to face the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Who you got? Bucks Ravens.
Bucks Ravens.
Yep.
Let's see. After seeing them get smoked by the Panthers, I'm kind of leaning towards the Ravens here just
Hmm.
because, yeah, Brady has his receivers, but man, that O line is in shambles. It's not looking good for that team. If they can't keep Tom Brady protected, it's not like he's gonna be able to rush out the pocket. He's 45 years old.
Hmm.
He's not running the ball down the field for you. He's not Josh Allen. You have to protect Brady. You need to figure out how to get that O line situated. I know they got a lot of injuries on it, but until then, I feel like anybody with a semi decent pass rush can beat this Bucks team.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with the Ravens here, even though they've had their struggles as well. But I think just the talent on that side and the fact that they're a much healthier team than the Bucks right now might edge me to go with the Ravens here. So I'm gonna say Ravens 24 Bucks 20.
Now, as much as I hate to say it, the Bucks only have their run game to rely on, and defenses are going to get wise to that. Tom Brady doesn't air the ball out, and the thing is, Tom Brady now he's having to resort to getting rid of the ball quicker than he wants to. He can't do that. He needs time to plant and set his feet because we know he's an in the pocket quarterback. And Lamar will run all over you if you give him a shot. If you give him a shot, but he's got a hell of an arm too. But I think this may be a defensive game. But if you ask me who I trust more, I mean, like I said, this is a home game for the Bucks. But I mean, with the way they're playing right now, I kind of can't even really trust them that much. So go ahead and give me the Ravens 23-17. All right, next up. This one is kind of a weird game right here. I don't know if I could call this one, but the Denver Broncos going on the road against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Who you got? Broncos, Jags.
In London.
Uh-huh.
Broncos, Jags, and London.
Uh-huh. Now, here's the thing: is Jacksonville does very, very well overseas for some strange ass reason.
They do.
And couple that with the fact that Denver is not playing; they're not playing up to par. It's this, like I said, this is going to be a very, very strange game because, like I said, we don't know what Jacksonville they underperformed last week, and the Broncos have just been getting their damn boots smoked. They've been underperforming all damn year long. So this one is going to come down to who makes the least amount of mistakes. It's not even a matter of who can win, or it's going to be a matter of who can't lose, or like who does the best job of not losing. But if you ask me, go ahead and give me Jacksonville in this game. Give me Jacksonville 24-20 over Denver. What about you? Who you got?
Jacksonville, I agree with you. This is going to be a weird one. They just traded James Robinson and they gained their lead back. I'm not going to lie to you. I kind of like Jacksonville in this game. Man, because thinking about it, like Russell Wilson has the hamstring injury. He's still going to play, but he's still going to be a little bit limited by that in the running. The passing game has not been looking that great. The run game for the Broncos in general hasn't looked that great. They lost Javonte Williams.
Right.
That defense is nice. Patrick Surtain is nice. The pass rush can get to the quarterback every now and then. They love to blitz a lot, and that's why it's going to be a little bit problematic for a new quarterback like Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking it's a low-scoring game here, but I'm going to lean in towards the Jags. So I'm going to say Jags 17, Broncos 14.
All right. Next up, NFC South divisional matchup. You got the Atlanta Falcons at home against the Carolina Panthers. Now, the Carolina Panthers without Christian McCaffrey actually pulled out a damn game, and then Atlanta fell flat again. This one is going to be like I said, it's a divisional matchup, but this is also going to be another weird one. It's going to also come down to who makes the least amount of mistakes. I am going to have to, based off of the amount of based on the competition that both of these teams have faced, I'm going to have to go with Atlanta in this game. Give me the Falcons 27-19 in this game. Who you got? Falcons, Panthers.
Falcons, Panthers. Man, Falcons, Panthers. I'm kind of leaning towards. I think Christian Walker is the starter. So. Both these offenses are a little sketchy. Man, I'm thinking defense. I like Carolina's defense. Burns is kind of nice with it. I think they get Cordero Patterson back. So. But like you said, the Panthers have been looking nice with Hubbard and Foreman. So I'm gonna bet on them to relax the team.
Next up, a lot. This game is going to be a better game than most people give it credit for, and it's going to be impressed with with what they've been doing this year. Even though, but I mean, I'll go ahead. But before I make a Chicago Bears win, would not surprise me. It wouldn't because they've beaten teams that they should not have beat on paper. That is. But that Dallas defense is solid. I mean, Dak didn't really look the best. The run game didn't really look the best. But I'm gonna tell you, Dallas defense is what kept them in those games a lot of the times. Now, provided that defense can stay healthy, that remains to be seen. Especially how competitive the majority of the NFC East is. I mean, this could be a make or break game for them. Um, man, uh, like I said, a Chicago win would not shock me in the least. But I'm going to go ahead and play it safe and pick the Cowboys. Give me the Cowboys 24-20 over the Bears. Who you got? Bears, Cowboys.
I'm going Cowboys too. That defense is nasty. Uh, it's hard to bet against them even when their offense is struggling because this Bears offense has one good game against the Patriots. I think it's just kind of jitters of Dak gets back to it. I kind of have to go with Cowboys here. I feel like it's only right.
But like I said,
So
would a Chicago win surprise you?
It would, but not against this Cowboys defense. This Cowboys defense has been tormenting the entire league, so I gotta go Cowboys there. I'm gonna say Cowboys 23, Bears 14.
All right. This Detroit Lions team is not going to lay down to die. They are a scrappy football team. They will fight you tooth and nail until the end. The Dolphins actually had an ugly win against the Steelers last week. And the thing is, I think half of that is because Tua was trying to get rid of. Can you play scared? Can you? I don't want to say play scared, but can you play safe football against Detroit, especially with how win, lose, or draw? Detroit is still hungry. This game is going to be close. At least I feel like me. The thing is, if Miami blows out, well, shut my damn mouth. I mean, seriously. Miami's only favored by a touchdown in this game as it stands right now. But I'll take that bet. I'll take that over under bet. Go ahead and give me give me the Dolphins 21-14 over Detroit. Who you got? Cowboys, Dolphins. I mean, you got Lions, Dolphins.
Lions, Dolphins.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I know Amon-Ra St. Brown's playing this game. I know like half the receiving core has ankle injuries or some kind of injury.
Yeah.
Lingering. I know DeAndre Swift's still not healthy really. Jared Goff's not doing the greatest. Man, interesting game. Dolphins. I think I have to go Dolphins here because I mean, even when I'm thinking about it, it's got to be a shootout game. Raheem Mostert's been nice on the ground. Both of these guys have mediocre defenses, so it could end up being like a shootout game. When I'm looking at it, it's like Tua, when he's not, having his head bounce on the ground, he's been throwing the ball pretty nicely. So I'll go Dolphins here. I'll say Dolphins 27, Lions 23.
All right. Next, you got the Arizona Cardinals going on the road against the Minnesota Vikings. The Vikings are a quiet 5-1 team. The Vikings still are slept on. I mean, and with the way they're playing right now, they could steal first place in the NFC East. I mean, in the NFC North. Wait a minute. Don't they have first place in the NFC North right now? I think they do. Wow.
And the Packers have been struggling. The Bears have been struggling. The Lions are right. Win this.
Yeah, like that yeah, definitely. And Arizona, like they've got they beat the New Orleans Saints last week. Like I said, here's the thing. Like I said, Minnesota is a quiet 5-1. They're not very, very football, and they play for provide Kyler Murray doesn't those Vikings.
I know Connor. I think he's gonna be back, but he's banged up. Kyler's struggling at QB right now. I think he's finally getting to a rhythm because D-Hop is back. But this Vikings team is nice. There's really no one on the secondary for the Cardinals who can stop Jay Jettis. They still got Thielen out there. He's a serviceable second option. Dalvin Cook, I think he has like a banged up shoulder, but I mean that brace has been fine. He's going fine out there. He's running fine. Kirk Cousins is having a decent year. So I mean, when you look at the offense and then you see the defense got the Darius Smith on it, they got some nice pieces there. I think they lost Harrison Smith for a few weeks back a couple games ago, but I mean, the Cardinals haven't been the Cardinals from last year. So when I think about this team, I'm not thinking of a team that can really contain this Vikings offense. So I mean, I can see Justin Jefferson having like a 150-yard game here. So, give me the Vikings there 27-21 over the Cardinals.
All right. Next up, we got the 2-4 Las Vegas Raiders against the 2-5 New Orleans Saints. This is what you like to call a basement battle. A battle for who is going to try to climb out of the basement and who's going to try to get a top 10 draft pick. So one of the first basement battles. New Orleans looked good. New Orleans looked good last week against against Arizona. Now, I don't know if that was because of the mistakes that Arizona made or it's because New Orleans is better than people give them credit for. They just had the benefit of having a tough schedule. And I don't know what the hell's going on with the Raiders this year because they did a complete 180. Last year, they were a playoff contender. This year, I don't know what the hell's going on with them. And the thing is, they got some pretty damn good weapons on offense. I just don't know what the hell the problem is. I don't know if it's bad coaching or if it's just Derek Carr making horrible decisions. But if you stack up the way that they played last week versus the way New Orleans played last week, you got to take New Orleans in this game. So going ahead and give me the Saints in this game, 28-21 in this game. Who you guys? Saints, Vikings. I mean, Saints, Raiders.
Saints Raiders. Man, Michael Thomas might be back this week. Olave's having a hell of a rookie year. For Kamara's recovering from that rib injury more and more each week. Offensive seem a little even here. I mean, man, the Raiders have been nice lately. Ever since they let Josh Jacobs start actually running the ball, this team has been way better. It opens up the passing game a lot more for Devontae Adams and those guys.
Right.
Lattimore is gonna be on Devontae, but I'm not the biggest fan of Derek Carr, but I do think he's better than Andy Dalton. And when I think of that, I'm thinking of the defenses. The defenses are pretty similar. I think the Raiders have the better pass rush, but the Saints have the better secondary. This is a toss-up, but I'm gonna go Raiders here. I'm gonna say Raiders. I think Josh Jacobs opens up the passing game. He's probably gonna have a big game on the ground. So I'll say Raiders 31, Saints 27.
All right. Next, AFC East matchup: the New York Jets at home against the New England Patriots. The Patriots got spanked against the Bears last week, and the New York Jets are climbing the ranks, much to mine and everybody else's surprise. The hell of a running game. It's just that Zach Wilson is hit or miss. Which Zach Wilson are we going to get? And I don't even know if they're going to start. I don't know if the Patriots are going to start Zappy or if they're going to start Mac Jones. I think they're going to start Mac Jones because Zappy fell. The thing is, they benched him halfway through, but then Zappy just fell the hell apart. And the thing is, the Patriots defense isn't scary anymore. And you don't want a defense that can't get to the quarterback against a team that can that actually or have any much of a run defense either. The Patriots run defense ain't scary anymore either because the Jets can run the damn ball and they got some guys to throw to as well. Oh boy, this was open and shut case for me. Going ahead and give me the Jets in this game 24-17. Who you got? Patriots, Jets.
Patriots, Jets. I wouldn't be surprised if they start Lappy over Mac Jones after the poor start last game, but I don't think it really matters.
Yeah,
I
it
think
doesn't.
the Jets defense is nice. I think Sauce Gardner's gonna have probably the defensive rookie of the year award heading his way. I know Zach Wilson hasn't looked the greatest since he came back. They just lost Brees Hall as well, but Michael Carter and James Robinson in that backfield should service just fine. Um, it depends on the offense here. I think it's gonna be a real. These teams are actually pretty even now that I think about it.
Yeah, but who makes the
They're
most
really just
mistakes?
defensive teams.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're both really mistake prone. That's the crazy part.
Yeah.
This is gonna be. I feel like this is a low scoring game. This is like a 16-13 game. Uh, I'm gonna go with the Jets here. I'm gonna go with the Jets here.
Right.
16-13 over the Patriots, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Patriots start on the opposite side of it.
All right. Next up, we got the Battle of Pennsylvania. We got the Pittsburgh Steelers going on the road against the 6-0 undefeated Philadelphia Eagles. Now, I've done some research. The Steelers haven't won a home game against the Philadelphia Eagles in over 4 decades. Philadelphia is on a hot streak right now. Pittsburgh is on the down track. They haven't had a good season so far this year. But if you ask me, I'm actually going to go with I'm actually going to take a risk this game. I'm going to pick the Pittsburgh Steelers in this game. I know you're thinking, I know everybody watching is like thinking, Dreadman, what the hell is going on with you? Are you nuts? You want to know why? I'm picking the Steelers because why the hell not? This whole damn year has been weird as hell. This whole year has been some topsy-turvy type of shit. All these teams that are winning are not supposed to win. Washington beat the Packers last week. Let's see. Who else won? Like the New York Giants are a top 5 NFC team. The Chicago Bears blew out they blew out the New England Patriots, and they beat they beat San Francisco. So why not? Why not take a risk? I'm gonna go ahead and pick the Pittsburgh Steelers in this game, even though with the odds are stacked against them, and even though the Philadelphia Eagles are an offensive juggernaut this year. I'm gonna pick them just for the hell of it. Who knows? I might be right. Like I said, this year is so damn weird. It wouldn't surprise me because the Pittsburgh Steelers have a weird ass habit of beating teams they're not supposed to beat. It happens all the damn time. Nobody knows the Pittsburgh Steelers better than me. I mean, if you want to pick the Philadelphia Eagles, that's the smart pick. I would not blame you for picking them. But I'm gonna pick the Pittsburgh Steelers just because there might be some crazy planet alignment kind of thing, and the impossible may happen. It's not likely, but hey, like I said, with the way this year is, anything can happen, and it wouldn't surprise me. Give me the Steelers 28-27 over the Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh,
Who you got? Eagles, Steelers.
I'm gonna go Eagles here. They just traded for a new defensive lineman. I think it was a new defensive end, edge player. That defense is already scary enough as it is, and y'all are skinny picky. It's a rookie quarterback. He has had a little bit of spurts of talent here and there, but a
No,
Eagles offense.
they'll turn it into points.
Receivers and Devontae Smith and AJ Brown, Goddard's there as well in the tight end spot. The backfield, they love to run the ball. And Jalen Hurts, he's having a great year. There's a reason why they're top of the NFC. I respect you going for the underdog pick though. I respect it, but I don't think this is the one for me. So, I'm going with the Eagles here. I'm gonna say 24-20 over the Pittsburgh.
All right. Next up, AFC South matchup. These are usually knockdown, drag-out fights. You got the Tennessee Titans going on the road against the Houston Texans. But see, here's the problem. The problem is the Houston Texans are not scary this year. Not at all. This is a tank year, down year for them. And Tennessee is 4-2. The thing is, with the way they're playing, they could have easily been 2-4, or they could easily be 3-3 right now, but they're, above 500. And I think the reason why is because they're starting to find their stride now. And what a perfect time to do that against a divisional opponent. A divisional opponent who, in the last few years or so, has kind of bested them, but with they're facing a completely different squad now. So, and like I said, that offense isn't anything to sneeze at. The defense ain't as scary as it used to be. This is an open and shut case for me. Going ahead and giving me the Titans in this game, 28-17 over the Texans. Who you got? Titans, Texans.
Titans, Texans. Teams are kind of both the same as well.
Yeah.
Defenses are decent. They both rely on the run game a lot. And Tannehill and Davis Mills, I mean, they're pretty neck and neck in quarterback play so far.
Yeah.
The thing is, the Texans are terrible at run defense, and I think when you have Derrick Henry on the opposite side, that's the last thing.
It's like terrible,
to be bad at defending against the run. So, with that being said, I do like Dameon Pierce. I think he's going to try to keep up with Derrick Henry in this game. I don't know if he can. And because of that, I'm going to lean towards the Titans in this one. I'm going to say 27 Titans.
All righty. Next up, you got Washington going on the road against the Indianapolis Colts. I had to think about this game because the Colts are benching Matt Ryan. That was an eyebrow raiser to me. And here's the thing: they're 3-1, and Washington just beat Green Bay of all teams last week. This game really is a pick 'em. I don't really know. And the thing is, who's gonna be starting for Indy this week? Let me look it up. Yeah. Anywho.
What's up?
Yeah, I'm looking at who's going to be starting for Indy this week. Because I'm.
For Colts?
Yeah, Colts.
It's the other guy. I forget his name.
And like I said, I don't really know game. Like I said, this is a home game, but this week it was not favorite to the was like. But man, this is going to be a very close game. Like I said, and the thing is, I can't call it on the because I don't know what to expect from the quarterback situation.
I mean, both teams are starting their replacement quarterbacks here.
Yeah, Heineke.
Heineke. I do like Heineke more than that. We need to see some elements, so it's kind of where we just see them rely on Jonathan Taylor to run the ball maybe 25 times. So, for some reason, Jonathan Taylor finally has up for him to do it. And this Washington team has 23 to 20 over run wild.
Oh yeah, I really believe that he is definitely. I feel like I said, I can't doubt your pick. I really can't. Going on the road against the Buffalo Bills and Buffalo and but man, this is hot right now for me to pick against them, even if they're going up against. Give me the Bills in this game, 26.
Here with Devon, no, over gone back point.
Yeah.
Could have got a receiver. You know what I'm thinking about this. This should be a Bills game, 30 to 20 over the back.
All right. Next up, a NFC West matchup. You got the San Francisco 49ers going up against the 3-3 Rams. I think the Rams are starting to get their feet under them as far as having some kind of chemistry. But what's much to my surprise, the Niners are a 1.5 point favorite over the Rams. And the thing is, I don't know if I could take that bet with the way the Rams are playing. I mean, sure, they got Christian McCaffrey, but I mean, they looked sloppy last week. You can't play for half a quarter. I mean, you can't play for 2 quarters and then expect to beat the Rams. But then again, I'm saying I can't really say that totally because Rams and Niners games are always exciting and they're always high scoring. But I don't really know what to expect from the Niners because they've lost some dodgy games this year. Like I said, I don't trust that whole 1.5 point favorite over them. The over under is 43 points total, and I'll take that bet. So I'm gonna go ahead with the Rams. Give me the Rams 28-24 over the Niners. Who you got? Rams Niners.
Rams. 49ers Rams. This is a rematch. CMC has a week of practice, so he can get ready with the offense. The Rams have lost Cam Akers. Daryl Henderson is there. Damn, they got smoked the last time these two teams played. I don't know if the Rams are gonna go 0-2 to the Niners though, but it might be a possibility.
Possible, yes. Likely, I don't think so.
I'm going to go against the 49ers just because they won the first one.
Mm-hmm.
But I would not be surprised if they win this game because Christian McCaffrey is a huge
at
upgrade.
home. I don't know about all that.
But yeah, it's SoFi. That's also why I'm kind of thinking because the 49ers are injury prone and SoFi is just like an injury hub. So they lose half their team this season.
Yeah.
So give me the Rams in this. I think the Rams split wins this year. I'm gonna say 24 to 23 over the Niners.
Oh, all right. So you're taking the 1.5 points. All right. Next up, you got this game. Seems like a few years ago it would have been like an NFC Championship type of game. You got the Giants 6-1 going on the road against the Seahawks 4-3. The Seahawks are 3-point favorites, and the thing is, I don't know if I'll take that. I'm not comfortable taking it. If anything, I'm more comfortable taking it the other way around. A lot of people are still saying that the Giants are fool's gold. They haven't beat anybody worth, which I disagree with. They beat United beat the Cowboys, but I actually don't think the Giants are fool's gold this year. I think that they are legit and for real. The Seahawks are always a question mark because you don't know which Seahawks is going to show up. They got a hell of a running game, and the thing is, the quarterback situation, he's serviceable. I'll go ahead and say that. The Giants, they will run that football down your throat, and their front seven is nasty too. They can actually get the quarterback, and that's nothing that the Seahawks really want. They don't want them to get happy feet because they will get their ass put on the ground. Danny Dimes can even run if he has to, but him running is also a last resort. Oh boy. I can't. You know what? Never mind. I was gonna pick the Giants, but now I'm not going to. I'm gonna go ahead and play it safe. I don't even know if it's playing it safe. You know what? Go ahead and give me the Seahawks in this game. Give me the Seahawks 27-24. Who you got? Giants, Seahawks.
Giants Seahawks. Let's see. Seahawks are. I mean, they might be without DK this week. Actually, hold on. Kenneth Walker's been nice. Man, does the Giants run out again here?
Yeah.
Defense is pretty solid for the Giants. Seahawks haven't really had the greatest defense. Daniel Jones has been falling a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little bit, not too much. But it's really been the Saquon show.
Yeah, definitely.
And as long as he's healthy, I feel like this team's gonna win. Man. Honestly, I want to go with the Seahawks here.
Yeah.
Actually, no DK. There's no DK. If DK was there, I might go with the Seahawks there. No DK, I am gonna lean towards the Giants just because I think Saquon can outrun and outplay Kenneth Walker. Daniel Jones hasn't really been turnover prone like he's been in the past, and I think that's why they're winning.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't see the Seahawks really forcing him to turn the ball over. So give me the Giants in this, surprisingly. 24-20 over the Seahawks.
That's not a surprise to me because, like I said, the Giants, they're on fire right now. Whatever they're doing, they need to keep doing it.
True.
Yeah. All right, last game. You got the Cincinnati Bengals going on the road against the 2-5 Cleveland Browns. Now, the Browns are not really that impressive, and it's still going to be like another couple of. I think it's going to be 5 more weeks before they get Watson. And the Bengals, they made a statement last week. They really did. The Browns, their defense is all right, and they got a hell of a running game. They got a 1-2 punch for a running game. But is that going to be enough for those flyers and those receivers that the Bengals have got? I mean, the Bengals are favored by 3.5 points, and the over-under is a total of 47 points. I think it's going to be just a tad bit less than that. But go on ahead and give me Cincy in this game. Give me the Bengals 24. Yeah, you know what? I'll go ahead and take the over-under. Now, 24-20. 24-20 is reasonable. All right, who you got? Bengals, Browns.
Bengals, Browns. No David Njoku might be the issue here. Because Njoku's been like their guy. It's like in the passing game, it's been Njoku. It's been Njoku. Amari Cooper's been kind of like shut out a little bit. Man, I gotta go Bengals here. This offense has been too nice. It's been way too nice for me to bet the Browns over the Bengals here. I know the Bengals had their kind of woes on the offensive line to start the season, but it seems like they fixed it. They're good to go. Joe Burrow's having the time of his life throwing behind that line now.
Absolutely.
You've got T. Higgins, you've got Jamar Chase, you've got Tyler Boyd, Joe Mixon in the backfield. He hasn't been the greatest running back this year, but I think that's just because the receiving talent is so good that they don't really have to rely on him so much.
Yeah.
When I look at Cleveland's side, it's just Nick Chubb, really. Amari Cooper's been shut out a lot of these games. Kobe Brissett, he's been trying to keep his team alive with his legs and his arm, but when you pit them against a team like the Bengals, I gotta go with the Bengals here. The offensive talent is there. Cleveland's defense hasn't been the greatest this year. Yeah, give me the Bengals in this. I'm gonna say Bengals 31, Browns 20.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that'll do it for our Week 8 predictions for the 4th and Goal podcast. Like I said, I'm expecting like maybe 1 or 2 upsets this week. I mean, like I said, because hate it or love it, it's still exciting to see. I mean, the thing is, with the way this year is like, it's good for at least 1 or 2 upsets. But hell, some weeks you see 3 or 4 upsets, and like I said, you love to see it. I mean, me personally. But Flip, any final thoughts for?
not bet against my team, but go against my team or hear anything from my team for at least a week.
Yeah.
Let them rest up, let them get healthy, and hopefully after this bye week they come back improved.
Yeah.
But,
Well, they're above 500, so there's that. They can start off the bye week on a high note.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, hopefully your prediction comes true and this Pittsburgh team surprises everyone this week.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'm just I hope everyone has a good Halloween. I hope the games are fun and looking forward to talking about them next week. Honestly.
Yes. Well, all right, boys and girls, that'll do it for this week's Fourth and Goal podcast. Y'all enjoy this Halloween weekend and y'all enjoy this weekend of football. Flip, as always, thank you, buddy. I appreciate it, and I will see you guys next week. Peace out.